Hello everyone, how we doing? And welcome to card number 12 of my Valentine's Day series. Today I am using 3 Cricut cartridges, and I'm also using a paper stack from DCWV. So today I am using Creator Critter, and I pretty much got all my files out of this cartridge right here. Then I used the Quiet Book because I wanted a grass border, and then I used the Sweethearts because I wanted a tree out of it. And the paper pack that we're using today is from DCWV, and it's called Sky's the Limit. And this paper pack, guys, you could probably still get it in Michael's. It is gorgeous. I just love the spring colors. Look at how beautiful that paper is. Look at this one. Oh my god, it just gets so good. So this is the paper pack that the pattern that I'm using today. So let's get started, guys. My card is going to be a 5.5 by 5.5. So you get a piece of 8.5 cardstock, you cut it at 5.5, and this is 11. Then you score it at 5.5, and there goes your card. So now, my card, I think I'm gonna open it up this way. Okay, so let's start decorating the inside. Now for the inside, I have my pink pattern paper, I have my blue pattern paper, and I have my sentiment pattern paper. Now, what I would like to do is cut these into the corners of it. So, let me find my corner punch. So, I have my Marvy corner punch, and I'm just going to miter all of the 4 corners because I want it to be round. So I hope everyone's having a really good day today. I am not doing too bad myself. Today, the weather in Florida, where I stay at least, it is so beautiful, guys. It's going to be, guess how hot it's going to be today. You would not believe it. It's going to be 78, but we have a cold front coming tomorrow, and it's going to get down to the 59 high, and the lows are going to be cold. Oh my god. So I don't even want to think about that. But anyway, I did all my corners, so now I'm just going to adhere all my papers together, and I'm going to do these corners too. So I want all my corners to be rounded. Okay, so all my corners are rounded, as you can see. So now we're going to adhere all of my papers together. So I didn't do nothing special. This is going to be a scene card. I didn't stamp the character's face on it or anything. I just left it like the way you would do it if you didn't have the stamps. And just to kind of make it a little bit easier on me and also on you guys. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Gotta make sure that all of the corners are even. Oh, I can't seem to. I think I got it. Okay, and then I'm just going to add my sentiment one on there. Then I'm going to add this to my base layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp on the inside from the Scrappy Mom stamp set called You Are My Everything and Happy Valentine's Day. So let me get my stamp press for that. Okay. And I want my archival ink. And I just want to stamp this right in the middle. Okay, it says You Are My Everything. And you know, wasn't sure if I should put a border. But since I got so much room, I think I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to use my Martha Stewart heart strip punch. And I'm just going to cut out a trim. So, I want to switch this from the border to just a trim. Then I'm just going to punch out a trim really quick. Okay, I think I'm going to go on this side. Okay. Then I think that's going to be perfect. So I'm just going to trim this off. Okay, and I'm just going to add my trim straight down in the middle. So I'm going to use my Zip 2A. My Scotch 3D. Quick Dry, And I don't want to put a lot of glue everywhere. I just want to put it like mostly in the middle. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my strip right there. Okay, so let me move this out the way, clean up my mess. And guys, I don't know about you, but I always have a mess. Oh my God, do I be having a mess. Sometimes I be thinking a tornado or hurricane hit my room. And that's just like for one card, okay? And now I want to stamp Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I'm going to get my archival ink. And now, you know, for me, all ink pads ain't the same. Some ink pads, like the Martha Stewart ink pads, they're horrible. They're like a sponge, so when you go to stamp on it, you get the whole stamp inked on. Perfect. Okay, so now that's the inside. And I could have put some of those leftover hearts so I salvaged 3, so I'm just going to adhere them down. And then the last one. Just like that. And there goes the inside of the card. So now let's start decorating the outside. Now I want to open this up. Because with the outside, I want to do the same thing. I want to miter the corners. So let me do that really quick. And this card is going to be so cute, this scene card. I don't use Creator Critter too often. But you know, sometimes I wonder why not. Because it does have some cute cuts in it. But this is why I have it in my collection. Because you never know when you feel like making a project. And using that cut. And that looks good right there. So now I'm just going to adhere this down to my card base. Now I got to make sure I got the clouds up right. And there goes the front of the card, guys. Now, I end up cutting out this 3/4 of an inch strip because this is where I want to put my sentiment on. So, I need to miter the corners on this one. Only on 2 sides. Because it's going to join right down here on the bottom, just like that. And let me adhere that down. And then this is also going to be a guide for my grass border. You see where I'm saying, because I kind of made it smaller so I can add the sentiment strip down. Okay, and now before I end up putting anything else on this, I want to put my sentiment down. And the sentiment stamp set that I use is from my pink stamper. And I'm not sure because I have this in a case. When they first came out with this idea, I was so happy. But then it didn't work out as I wanted it to, guys. So this is either Pink Stamper Punnylicious or More Punnylicious. And the one I used is called Nuts About You. So I'm going to add my stamp down here. I'm going to get my stamp press and we're going to stamp the sentiment right on the side. Now, I want to make something really quick. So, let me cut out 2 hearts out of red. Because I want these to go on the side of the sentiment. So, I'm going to add 1 on one side so I know exactly where I want to stamp it at. And I think it'll look good right there. Okay, so now I'm going to use my archival ink and we're going to stamp the sentiment on the bottom. And now I want to use my little pad here. And I want to position this straight. Now I want to stamp my sentiment. And I want it to go like right there. Nuts About You. Excellent. Okay, now I'm just going to add my other heart on the other side. Oh, that looks so good. Let me bring you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is start laying our scene. Now, in the quiet book, they have this hill border, or you can use this grass border, whichever one. And I think there's in a couple of other cartridges, but I just keep on going to the quiet book because I like how it is. So here goes my 2 layers, and what I did was I cut one out, then I duplicated this one, and then I flipped it over. So one is facing one way and one's facing the other way. And it's going to look just like this, guys. So let me adhere both of these together. And now I'm just going to adhere more glue, and then I'm going to attach it to my base layer. Okay, so now I just want to, and it's going to be flushed with this paper down here. It's going to be a little bigger, of course, because it's 2 layers versus 1. But you ain't going to even tell. Okay, so there goes the scene that's coming out. Ooh, got some oil spots there. My fingers don't feel oily. Oh, I guess I'll cover that up with what I got. Okay, so now in the Create a Critter, well, not in the Create a Critter, in the Sweet Treats, Sweethearts, I ended up cutting out this love tree. And what I did, I have a punch, a heart punch, and I just put random hearts on top of the tree. And I'm going to adhere this right there. And I'm just going to lay it flat down. I'm not going to have it popped up. Okay, now I'm just going to adhere my tree down. It's going to look just like that. Okay, so now the next thing that I want to do is I end up cutting out this tree. No, not the tree. I already did the tree. I'm going to cut out this I just gotta find it. I cut out this house right here in Create a Critter, and this house right here, this is a love house, I guess so, because it has a heart. I cut this out. It's on page 29, and I cut this at 2 1/4 inches, and here goes my house. And I cut it out of one of the color yellow cardstocks that was in that paper pack. And I want to adhere my house right there. But as you can see, the window is see-through. So what I did, I cut out a piece of this shimmery paper. As you can see it. And I want to add this to the back of the house. But before I do that, I want to add on page 66, they have these flowers right here. So I cut out 3 sets of these flowers. So I want to put one of the flowers inside the window. So for me to do that, I need to kind of line this up and then add glue to the back of my rose or my tulip. So it looks like there's a rose or a tulip coming out of the window. And I'm going to have it right there. Okay, and then I want to add glue around the window. Oh, that's too much. Let me take some of that off. And then I just want to glue my square right down. And it'll be like this. So you see, guys? And I might need to add some glue to the bottom of this strip. Okay. Then I'm going to use my scissors, and I went over, so I'm just going to trim off the excess. So there goes my house. You see how cute that looks? Now what I wanted to do also, I end up adding the pink overlay, but I also cut it out in red, and I want to adhere the red on top of the pink. Just like that. So it looks like it's 2 layers. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, I might have to wait on that and see. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere my house down. I'm going to have it right there. You know, let me move it over just a tad bit. Okay. That looked better. So there'll be some room looking from behind here also. Okay, so then now I have a couple of more layers of those roses or those tulips. So I just want to, what I did with this one was I cut out a heart and I put it over top. So it kind of looks like this. Focus. Kind of looks like that. So now I'm just going to adhere this down. Then I want to take a red one, which is a little bit smaller. Okay. And then I want to do the same with the other 2. Oh, I hope this video, I think this video is going to be long, guys. I got a funny feeling. I wish I knew how to edit, but never done it. Don't know how. I've been wanting to learn how to screen record. A lot of people have been asking me that they would like me to show them how to work the software, but the whole thing is, the truth of the matter is that I don't know how to do none of that. I don't know how to do screenshot on my computer. I have no idea. Okay, and then I'm just going to add this one right there. And then for the last one, we'll be on the other side. Okay. That's just gonna go right there. Okay, so now that I got all of that done, then I end up cutting out this squirrel and the acorn. Oh my God. Help me, please, help me. And then I also cut out, where is it at now? I cut out a log. But anyway, guys, I'll show you the cut. So here goes my 2 logs. And I cut this out of glitter. And I also put some glossy accents, as you can see. So now I'm going to put a log right here. And one right there. And I'm just going to have it offset. And you see what I'm saying? This is going to cover that little mess up right there. I don't even know what happened there. So I want this one to be offset. And then I want this one to be straight. Okay. And then I end up cutting out the squirrel. And I cut her out at 2 inches. And I put some googly eyes on her. And you can find these really small, tiny googly eyes in Joann's. And I want to pop her up. So, let me get some foam tape really quick. And then I'm gonna slap her down. And then I made a bowl for her because this is, I think this is a boy, I think, but you can make her whatever you want, guys. If you just add a little accessory to her, you know, because squirrels, they all look alike to me. Let me stop. Some are cute, some are ugly. My mom, oh my God, I got videos of my mom feeding the squirrels in her backyard. And they are so funny. They love peanuts. Oh my God, they go crazy. But I told my mom she needs to stop giving them that because it has a lot of salt. She needs to give them the ones that are unsalted. But, you know, you think she listens? No. Okay, so now I'm just going to adhere my squirrel right there in the middle. So there goes my squirrel. And then I cut out a heart. And I'm going to put this heart right in the middle of his hands. Her hands. And it's going to go right in the middle. So she's holding a heart. And then I have a couple of acorns. Then I'm just going to lay around. And then I got a small one. Then I got another big one. And I got one more small one. Well, 2 more. One's got to go on top of the log on the side, of course. Hello. And then one more will be on top. Like right there. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I cut out the bowl. And I cut this bow out of this paper punch, which is, oops. It's called Bows and Hollies. And I put a piece of bling in the middle, and now I'm just going to